Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon. This is Abraham Walker, your Northern Virginia real estate agent. This is our Day 26 recap video. So on today, we had 1.5 hours of door knocking. No leads found today. We did have sort of like an impromptu follow-up appointment with a potential client that went. It moved the relationship on to the next level. So we're continuing to follow up with that individual. We also scheduled some showings on Saturday for someone that we met with over the weekend in our geographic targeted area, or our geographic farm. So that's going well. We also received a lead from someone from off of Facebook that we're going to service and provide them with exceptional real estate experience. So we do appreciate all your referrals in advance. I am highly appreciative of the referral. I'm also very appreciative that people are watching these videos. I hope that I produce content that warrants your attention. I do understand that your time is precious, so I appreciate every view that we have so far. So let's get into our thought for today. So let me move over here. All right, excellent. So I'm gonna put a picture up right there, right? That picture is going to be a communications pyramid, right? So let's put the picture up there. Shout outs to whatever website we got this from. We did a Google search, came up in the images. I'll put the website link down here somewhere too. Okay, so I'm talking to this potential client who's currently on the market as a for sale by owner, right? And this individual has sold multiple homes with a real estate agent, right? So this is her first time as a for sale by owner in our industry. And so my conversation with this individual is what happened between the time you last used an agent until now. And so we've been talking, and we never really got down to the main reason, like what happened with the relationship. And so it finally came out today that there was during a previous transaction, the relationship between that agent and that individual was not kept intact. That agent also did not follow up with the client, did not provide exceptional after the sale service, right? So after the sale happened, like servicing after the sale, and so then there's no longer a relationship. So then that individual is now using another means outside of the real estate industry to sell that particular property. And I bring up this picture. This is a communications pyramid, because what you're starting to see is we're starting to see a lot of agents and a lot of businesses go online or move their relationship focus to an online means, right? And what I mean by that is I mean that they're no longer focused on getting like face to face with an individual. They're really focused on how can I make this as the least impactful as I possibly can, while also increasing my revenue. What concerns me about that, and what should concern you about that, is that as we move these relationships from, if you notice at the top of the pyramid, it's one-on-one, right? At the bottom of the pyramid is advertisements. And I would say advertisements, marketing, all that stuff goes in that same bundle at the bottom right there. That's the least impactful. And so since it's the least impactful, it's also the least influential, right? If you notice on the other side of the pyramid. So if we are continuing to develop relationships with the least impactful form of communication, which then leads us to the least amount of influence, then we are destined to go the same route as all of the previous industries in the past. And that's your travel agents, that's your stockbrokers. Who else? I mean, even Uber's doing that right now. I mean, if you think about it, if the taxi cab industry would have provided excellent customer service, right, we wouldn't have a need for something like Uber. Now, I'm not saying that Uber is a bad thing. I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm just saying that there was already an individual there that was servicing this person, right? Servicing the consumer. It just wasn't servicing the consumer the way the consumer wanted to be serviced, right? And as you can see, like we see this in the food industry, right? We have food trucks which provide us with low dollar value, low dollar amount food, very, very good food, right? And we still have restaurants that it still costs $100 a person, $500 a person, anywhere from 5 to 12 course meals, right? So there's still that gamut of services, right? And there's still the gamut of services in the transportation industry, even in the I mean, we used when I was a team leader, we used a travel agent to book any trips that we had. That required multiple individuals. So there's still these individuals, these niche markets out there, and as long as you, well, I guess what is it? I'm concerned that so many of my fellow agents and practitioners are really focused on not shying away from the relationship part of the business, right? I'm really focused or really intent on communicating that it makes sense for us to get into deeper relationships with these individuals on a one-on-one basis. Like we should desire to meet up with these individuals and speak with them about their real estate needs. Another example that happened at this same encounter is this particular individual moved into the property, had a challenge with like an AC or a heating issue. And the first place this individual looked to was the Yellow Pages. And I told her, I said, that's really the wrong message, right? That's really the wrong method. Really, your real estate agent should be everything house related, right? Like your real estate agent should be your go-to person for everything house related, because we have vendors that we meet with on a regular basis that we're properly vetting, right, to ensure that our clients have the best person in place. So while the Yellow Pages, while Angie's List, while all these other methods are fine, right? We're not saying that they're wrong, and we're not saying they're good, and we're not saying that they're bad. I'm just saying that if we are going to provide exceptional customer service, it isn't just a part of the, it's not just like finding you a home or finding you a house or selling your home or selling your house. It's also everything house related. So as long as I know that other agents aren't doing this, I know that we are going to make a ton of money, because this is the market's looking for it, right? And there's all these different places you have to go for the same thing that the consumer wants, right? At the end of the day, what happens during what happens during a transaction is really not what's important. What's important is that the client either wants to purchase a home, right, which is they want to move into the property, or they want to move out of the property. What happens in the middle doesn't really matter, right? If you go to a restaurant, right, you either want to get fed or you want to have a great experience. What happens in the middle just doesn't really matter, right? In my opinion, this is my opinion. I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments about this idea. What do you think about this communication pyramid? Hopefully this picture came out well. We're trying something new. Are we intending to provide better content? Or not better content, but this is just something that I would have wanted to see when I was an agent. And when I saw this material, I thought that you would like it too. So please share your thoughts and comments below. Again, I'm Abraham Walker with Ask A Walker, your Northern Virginia real estate agent. You can call or text me your future referrals to 703-539-2053. That's 703-539-2053. Or you can shoot me an email to abraham@askawalker.com. That's abraham@askawalker.com. And I will see you on tomorrow. Peace. I gotta say, this color looks really good on me. I'm liking the way it looks in the video.